Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA, made with love by Clover.
Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. You're live with Expresso. Today we are taking the humble potato and elevating it to a whole new level with Clover Butro sunflower and butter oil blend. I'm talking about the ever popular Hasselback potato. Crispy on the outside, soft and warm on the inside. And here to show us how to do it is Teresa. Hasselback.
Hello.
Do you have context on the name, like history on the name? Happy New Year, by the way.
Yes, you too.
I know you
Gonna
can
be a
still
big
say it,
one.
it's still January. Okay, you're allowed to still say it. Hasselback potato. I've never actually heard the name before, but I know now when I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, I know that.
I know. I don't know why they put the word hassle in the name, because honestly, it's so simple. It's not a hassle at all.
Easy. And it's lots of flavors, but I think the textural element here is what works for me. Crunchy, crispy, but soft and gooey. Beautiful.
Potato heaven. I'm so excited
Where
about
do we
this.
start? How do we do
It's
it?
a very, very simple way to prepare your potatoes, and you get such an impressive end result.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, it's fabulous. Right, so you've got your whole potato. We've peeled this one. You don't have to peel it. You can just give it a good scrub.
Okay.
And then use a sharp knife. That's going to help you. And you're going to cut little even slits into your potato. And what's important is you're not going to cut all the way through.
So how far do you go down? Kind of about half or 2/3?
Yeah,
maybe?
about 2/3. Yeah.
Okay.
And try and get it thin. You can do.
And this is why you need a sharp
slices.
knife, because if you've got a blunt knife, you're going to put too much pressure and you're going to go straight through potato, and then you're going to end up with two halves of a Hasselback. And you don't want that.
You don't want that.
Just exercise great caution.
That's it, yeah. Once you've done one, you'll get the hang of it.
And I suppose it's up to you if you want to make thin or thicker. It's just you need a place to be able to get the flavour in, I'm assuming.
And a little tip is, if you want to keep the potato, make it easier to cut, is you just slice a little bit off the bottom to give it a flat base. And that also makes it
clever.
easier to cut.
Give it a little pedestal to sit on. I love that.
Right, so now we're going to make our basting.
Okay.
We've got our Clover Butro Oil, which we're going to put in the bowl.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And then...
So it's going to really help our potatoes crisp up.
Yes,
beautifully.
because we want that lovely crispy outside. I'm going to add some mayo.
Okay.
And then I'm going to throw in some brown onion soup powder. There's a lovely bit of flavour, some paprika, and some salt and pepper, of course.
Just a taste.
Yeah. And you're going to whisk that all together. Make sure it's well
with our
mixed.
miniature whisk. I can imagine what it's going to taste like. It's going to be so savoury and delicious and crunchy. I think the Clover Butro Oil, obviously it's a sunflower and butter oil blend. Variety allows for a ton of usages, cooking, frying, baking, creating your Hasselbacks. It really is a beautiful additive, and obviously it's going to bring that beautiful, rich, buttery flavour as well, which you want with the potato. I'm sorry, that's got to be a prerequisite, and then you want to get that sauce and flavour all in and around.
I've got another little tip for you here. So you're going to pop the basting on and put the potatoes in the oven for an hour. But
for an hour, okay.
What I like to do is...
They're not pre-cooking in any way, so they're going to take their time in the oven.
They need a full hour, yeah. But as they cook, the potatoes are going to open up. So what I like to do is take them out halfway through the cooking process and give them another baste. And then the flavour's going to get into the cracks and into the potato. So it's going to be absolutely delicious.
I would take it out, baste them every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Just
do it. Because you end up with this gorgeous, crispy exterior, obviously filled with the beautiful flavours. I think the onion soup there, that's an absolute genius. But then it gets all soft and mushy.
Yes. So when it's soft on the inside, crispy on the outside, then you know you're good to go. Serve it with your protein, your salad. Good to go. I'm going to pop these in the oven.
You can do that. While I'm going to give you the keyword here is Clover to 33728. SMS that, and you can create your own Hasselback potatoes. But let's take you through a blow-by-blow of how we arrive at these gorgeous, crispy creations.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA, made with love by Clover. Give the humble potato a delicious makeover with these Hasselback potatoes baked to crispy perfection with a little help from Clover Butro Oil. Peel, then cut slits into 8 potatoes, leaving the bottom intact and set aside. In a dish, add half a cup of Clover Butro Oil to a cup of Clover Classic Mayo, followed by a packet of brown onion soup powder, a teaspoon of paprika, season to taste, and stir to combine. Using a basting brush, baste the potatoes with the mayo mixture, being sure to get into all the nooks and crannies. Pop them into a roasting dish and bake at 200 degrees Celsius for 50 minutes to an hour. Crispy on the outside, soft and dreamy on the inside, these taters are definitely the most satisfying side dish you will make this month.
Made with love by Clover.
Look at that gorgeous deliciousness in the oven. So they sit there for about an hour until they're crispy on the outside and beautiful and soft and mushy and delicious on the inside. Teresa gave us a great tip that once they've started cooking for a while, after about 50 minutes, they're going to open up and then you can get more of that basting in. You know, when a steak is the side, okay, a side of steak, but I've been nibbling on it as we go, and they are absolutely delicious. Again, the keyword is Clover to 33728. Absolutely delicious. Well done. That's the Hasselback potato. Let's take the hassle out of the news headlines now with Jamie Lee.